Hey guys, Stephen here, YouTube vlog creator. Today I want to talk about having a little fun with Filmora 14. As you can see over here in the user interface here, I have a picture of a cloud. Actually, it's a video still. And I shot this here with my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I'm just going to let it go really quick here. And as it's going through the format here, the playing, I just want to talk about spicing it up a little. And not spicing it up where I'm going to make it look beautiful and stuff like that, but I want to add a little different, background here, okay? So let me show you where I got the clip. I have it over here. Okay, this is the clip I downloaded it and copied it onto Filmora, and this is what it looks like. But let me show you where I got it from. So let's go over here, and here it is. This is from Pixabay. Okay, Pixabay is my go-to one. If you go to the site itself, the homepage, I'll bring you there right now. You'll see it. I'll drop the link for this here below too. It'll say stunning royalty-free images and royalty-free stock. And over here you could explore photos, illustrations, vectors, videos, music, sound effects, and GIFs. Okay, this is my go-to one. I love this one. It's my favorite one. So if ever you see me getting special effects, clips, or whatever it may be, sound effects, it's coming from this guy right here. I love Pixabay. All right, so let's go back over here. So basically, what I did is I come over here. You get I don't do the upload. I just go to download. I download. You're gonna get this. What this comes up here, and you're gonna click this here, and it's gonna download it. And this, in this particular case, is gonna go to my Pixabay folder, where I'll then copy it into Filmora 14. Okay, so that's where I got it from. I will drop the link to this here. So let's go back over here to Filmora. All right. So I want to put these birds in my video clip. Okay, I don't want to just look at clouds. Okay, like we said before, I don't want to just look at clouds. I mean, it's nice. I don't mind them. It's it's relaxing, stuff like that. If you put decent background music to it too, you could add something to it, whatever. But I love adding things to these things to my backgrounds. I love it. I love backgrounds. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is gonna take the video clip. Now it's already a pre-formatted one, which you can't stretch it. Okay. This is going to come up to keep project settings. I always keep my settings at 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second. That's how I like to shoot my videos, at that. Now, well, the video I shot with my iPhone 12 Pro Max, I believe I had it at 4K at 60 frames per second. Okay, I think I had HDR on it, enabled on it as well. So this is it. Okay, and when I say to you guys over there, raw footage, I mean I didn't add anything to it. For example, if I come over here to color, and we scroll up, you're gonna have presets. Okay, this is how you know there's no smoke and mirrors here. If it was, we got to click on. You always have to click on that particular picture you're working with. That's another thing too. Make sure you do that there, but it'll change things around. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to color and the presets. Now, if you look over here, you see it changed like that. Now, if I was to change it up, I would tell you guys, oh yeah, it's the reason why it looks this way is I did some alterations with the color. So this is the way it is. That's why I put none in there. This is what you see is what you get here. All right, so now here's the birds. Okay, click on the birds here. All right, now matter of fact, they're going to be like that too. Let's get that out of there. That's another thing too. I'm going to show you how you could brighten that up if in other words, make them more noticeable in the video clip. All right, so basically what you're going to do is, and here's the thing, always remember this here, with your video clip, it's always got to be on the bottom. The graphic that you're putting always has to go on top. Okay, all right, so you can see that there. All right, but we're going to do this here. Now I want to show you something. Now what you want to do is you're going to come over here. You can't really stretch it too much. That's it, because it's a pre-formatted. You can only stretch it so far. Okay, that's it. All right, so what you want to do is you're going to come over here. It says video. Then you're going to go to AI tools. Let me move myself over here because I want to show you something afterwards. And then you're going to come over here to click on AI portrait cutout. Once you do that, you're going to see it. Let's stretch it out a little here. You're going to see, you'll see the birds. They appear like that there. I know. At first, when I first did, it's like, where are the birds? It's like, I know it works. And so that's what happens. And then when you move it around, you'll see them. They pop up there every now and then. See? Okay. So this is what I want to do. All right. So basically, let's go back over here. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick this guy up. Right over here. Go to the beginning. I got too much of my clip in there, so if I want to add another one, I have to do the same thing. If I want to keep it continuous, I would have to keep doing it this way here. If that's the same thing, if you guys wanted to keep it like that, you would just have to keep doing it this way here, just to keep it, depending on how long it is. And you would just keep dropping this in here. But you also got to have to change it around too, because what'll happen is you'll see the birds flying around. If you don't change this up, you'll just, but see now, here it is. Check this out. See the birds flying around? Now, I think, I'm not sure. I think I might have had slow motion on here. I might have clicked it in a hurry. I clicked it on. I think I had slow motion. That happens up with me on occasion. But anyway, as you can see here, it's nicer to look at it this way. At least you see the birds flying around, right? You can change it up. And now, and the reason why this happened, okay, the reason why we're back to this is because you got to click this on and click on AI Portrait. Same thing with this. Clicking on AI Portrait. Clicking on AI Portrait. And then when you play it, it'll just be a continuous thing there. Okay? All right. Now, I'm just showing you like that there. Now, what I do want to show you guys is this. If you notice, if you want to make the birds a little more noticeable in your video clip, right? Let's go over here. I'm going to just advance it a little here so I can get them. I want to get them where you can see them. A little more noticeable ones there. But let's leave it like this for now. Let's leave it like this here. Let's say you want these birds to be more noticeable, right? Let's get it over here again. My mouse drives me crazy, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to get with there where you can see a lot of them. I'm advancing it too quick. Let's leave it like this for now. Okay, you see the birds over here now, right? Normally seagulls are usually white and gray, whatever. But if you want to darken them up, if you want to make them more noticeable in there, let's say they blend too much into the cloud in this particular case, what you want to do is click on the top graphic that you're going to be working with. Then you're going to go back over here to color. And here's where you're going to go to the presets. Again, if you want to turn them, you can make them black and white. Let's go over here. Let me just advance that there. And you could darken them up. So I'm saying, see the birds here? My mouse is moving. All right. You can brighten them up. You can brighten. You could cool. Okay. You can make them elegant. Green birds, whatever. You could darken them up. And you could even warm them up too. Look when they warm them up now. It's like, you can do things like that there. Now, if you don't want to do that there, just come back up here to the preset. Just hit none. And it goes back to default setting. Now, let's go over here. Scroll down over here. Here's where you could do your manual adjustments with that. Be it the temperature, tint, vibrance. So let's say again, we're looking at the birds here. So we go to temperature. You could say again, it'll be the same thing, almost like the LUTs, the presets. Okay, you could brighten them up with the temperature. You can use the tint. You want no purple birds. All right, you don't want no green ones either. And you can do the vibrance. Put that there. The saturation. It brings it up a little. Then you got your exposure. You want to keep it. You want it to look as real as possible. You don't want it to look like cartoon characters, And then you get the brightness. You can brighten them up. You get the contrast. And then you get the highlight and so on and so forth. Okay. That's one way. And if you don't like that, if you want to go back to just the regular again, go to the bottom, hit reset, and it brings it right back again. Okay. But you got to make sure it's clicked on. All right. And if you did multiples, you got to do the same thing for the multiples. If you're going to use presets, you got to preset them all because you don't want them to be. Some of the birds will be light, some of the birds will be dark, and depending how you keep it, right? But that's why you're doing it there. But the reason why I'm showing you guys because sometimes I don't know. I love backgrounds. That's all I can say. I mean, if you watch a lot of my videos, if you've subscribed to my channel, you've seen that I had different backgrounds, news settings backgrounds, office backgrounds. I love backgrounds. I think they're awesome, and you can add different things to them. Like if I go to my Pixabay file, if I want to show you something here, let me show you this here really quick too. You could also add things like this. Let's get this out of here. Let's get rid of this for the time being. Okay, and you could do things like this to it in the beginning, like if you wanted to. See, you could do it like this here. You click it on. It's a video, and look how nice it looks, right? Thanks for watching, and I mean it now. Thanks for watching, right? Hopefully you guys watched the whole thing. And then the other one would be over here is having fun. with Filmora. You can always get these messages because they're video clips, of course. I made a snapshot of it though. I used this as a snapshot for this video. Okay, and then yeah, having fun. And basically all I did with this here is I picked it where there's enough birds flying around. And what you do is if you want to use something like this as a snapshot, come over here where the camera is, click it on, you're going to get this message. You could say a snapshot format could be a PNG or a JPEG. Okay, I leave it at PNG. PNG. And then I just clicked OK, and I have it over here as thumbnail. Okay, that's my thumbnail. See, if you come over here and you turn this on here, it's a still. That's the thumbnail. I use it as a thumbnail. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you had a little takeaway from this video. I hope it helped in some way. You know, you got a takeaway from it. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post it in the videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Bassini signing off. I'll talk to you guys the next time. Take care and bye-bye for now.